Mark Edward Davis, CEO, founder of DreamConnections.com. Dream Connections is an international matchmaking company that purely deals with live romance tour events in Ukraine, Thailand, and Colombia.
My name is Anna. I'm the manager of Odessa office, a foreign affair company. A foreign affair is the company that brings two people together. The company, we have our own websites, and we the one who creates the magic.
Hi, my name is Ruiz, Love Planet, International Business Development. Love Planet is one of the top 5 apps in the Russian market. We have 21 million users, and we're growing. Just only this year we grew our iOS revenue from December 2017 up to now. It's almost doubled on iOS.
My name is Elena Sosnovskaya, MegaLove Dating Agency, Kyiv. We are connecting men with women from Ukraine who want to marry and who want to make a family, establish strong relationships. And we're working more than 10 years. And we have more than 150 successful couples. And we have many couples in relations, but they are not married yet.
My name is Yulia Saurina, and I'm co-owner of the website datingtravelukraine.com and leading matchmaker in Dating Travel Agency. Dating Travel, actually I started this business about 7 years ago. Why we are different from other agencies? Because usually we make our clients like first meeting, we can make it abroad, so you can understand it from our name, like Date and Travel. So for many of our male clients, it's more comfortable because they shouldn't come to Ukraine, and men who has like a lot of business or they cannot come for the first meeting here in Ukraine, like 80% of our ladies, they're ready to come to abroad for a first meeting.
I'm Charlie Morton, the CEO of InternationalLoveScout.com. ILS is the largest independent source of news about international dating and international romance.
I'm Olga Reznikova, CEO of Ukrainian Space. Ukrainian Space, it's a company, it's a YouTube blog, and this is consultation for foreign guys about Ukrainian women.
Hello, my name is Alex Pinto. I am the CEO of FH Dating here in Ukraine and also the co-founder of the Ukrainian Matchmakers Alliance. The purpose of Ukrainian Matchmakers Alliance is exactly to gather under the same rules and codes of ethic operators of premium dating and matchmaking here in Ukraine, and so this way we establish the trust and better conditions in work and results of the service even from our members and associated here in Ukraine.
My name is Victoria and I am the founder of Venus Agency from Poltava, but we work also all around Ukraine. We connect people together.
Hi, my name is Marina Mikhaleva. I am CEO, founder, matchmaker of international marriage agency Nova. Nova is an international dating agency and also matchmaking agency, and our mission is to create happy couples.
Jana Venzhik, I am individual matchmaker, dating coach, and marriage advisor.
Julia Lanske, CEO of Lanske.ru. Lanske.ru is a platform that trains and teaches the ladies of communication ethics, of knowing how to build up a relationship, of knowing how to transform themselves, being a better lady for tomorrow. And just explain the people how to build up a relationship.
My name is Valentina Gutorova, and the title of my website is UkrainianRealBrides.com. Ukrainian Real Brides is online dating and matchmaking company which matches people internationally.
Hi, my name is Joe Richads, founder here at Match Guaranty, and we have 2 primary goals at Match Guaranty. First, to have the highest marriage success rate in the industry, and number 2, to have the best reputation in the industry. So far, so good.
My name is Victor Tsyuk. I'm a founder of Chatas company. Chatas company is an IT software development company which develop products for international dating market, dating agencies and dating websites.
It was kind of interesting to meet a whole hodgepodge of people from the industry, both vendors and new technologies that are out. A lot of talk this time about artificial intelligence. Met other people in the industries who are matchmakers, dating coaches, owners of companies. And so for me, it was kind of an interesting thing to all be speaking the same language. And it helped when both when I taught and the sessions that we went to, you can sort of speak at a higher level immediately because everybody sort of gets the same vocabulary. They get what this is about. So you can cut to the chase faster and really get more done and learn more at the same time.
We made a lot of director of the agencies, of local agencies and international agencies also. People who make like speed dating and organizing tours here, of course. Also it was representatives of international banks, and it was very interesting for me because we can actually, for now we do not have a payment system in our website, but now we can do it, and it's more easily. Also, it was representatives of the website, like big like Dream Marriage and also Prime Date. So it was very very important to meet them and to see and to know these people personally.
I've met lots of interesting people here. I've met owners of dating agencies, owners of dating websites, also people who are involved in internet marketing industry, and I think this is really a great place for networking and for making new contacts.
I met in iDate conference CEOs, people that make decisions, directors of companies, matchmaking, the most important we have in Ukraine, and premium dating agencies, and also some suppliers of service that are really important for better results and development of our activity.
On this conference I met some dating sites representatives. I met, of course, owners of dating agencies and a very high quality group of matchmakers. That is why I think the most quality agencies and matchmakers are here today. And it's absolutely great because people are interested and they show that they are ready to grow and they are ready to make new, interesting, profitable projects, because they are not sitting just in their offices. They are developing their new skills and communicating.
I'm meeting here directors of websites and new partners for cooperation in the future, and of course new meetings with agencies and exchanging some experience.
I met a lot of matchmaker agencies, and I noticed that there's also some gap that we can fill. So it was like a match made in heaven for us.
I've met several matchmakers, business owners, like owners of dating agencies and big dating sites.
Here was present different kind of persons from different directions of business. It was in matchmakers, dating agencies, it was in some press, also dating websites, and a lot of other.
I met matchmakers, I met dating companies, I met marketing companies, and it was very useful for me.
I had a chance to meet their agency owners, their managers of dating sites, IT guys, matchmakers, so different people.
I believe that one of the most important things that we should all get from iDate is speed networking. It's amazing the amount of information you get and the amount of context, amazing context that you get in like 30 minutes. And the point is, like, you came here, just jump to the next person, and see what you have to offer for these people. You get so much value only out of those 30 minutes. It's amazing how much you can take in the short amount of time.
It's very useful. You have just several minutes to exchange their visit cards and to start many contacts within the very short period of time.
Wow, the speed networking, that was great. Amazing opportunity to get acquainted easily, fast, to exchange some important information, to exchange cards, and just to meet new people within half an hour.
The speed networking session was amazing because you sit face to face and you look eyeball to other agency owners and participants, and you get a real feel for, they're in it for the right reasons, and you get to, just identify with them and see how you can help them, how they can help you. Really, it's a great way to collaborate.
When was the moment of the speed dating was really interesting because I had opportunity to contact with companies from abroad. In my case was a French company, and that was really very interesting. And a couple of there more that I didn't know they are in the market as operators, and during this speed dating was very interesting to meet new people on a very fast moment, but was positive.
I think that speed networking is really a great process where you can start communication with some interesting people, and where you can tell about your business and you can learn about their businesses. And this is the process which helps you to grow your contacts. Contacts is in our business and in every business, this is like everything.
Speed networking experience absolutely great, because it is really what makes sense on this conference. I think that these new people whom I found here will make my future business more profitable and better.
Oh, speed networking is a place where you can within like 30 minutes get acquainted like with 20 people and briefly get the information who is doing what and present yourself as well. So it's absolutely gorgeous networking session which gives you a lot of understanding who is attending and with whom you potentially mutual may develop your business.
Speed networking is a very interesting experience. It must come in our country. It gives you new experience, just fast meeting of persons and try to find new correct questions to cooperate and just understand another person.
Speed networking was very interesting and something new for me, and I think it was working fine for me because I met really few guys which will help me in my business, and it was really great idea.
I enjoyed the speed networking a lot because I met a lot of people who I might not have met otherwise, and it was just a quick way to get through, meet, make some quick introductions.
I made very interesting partnerships. A lot of people were looking for what we have to offer, and at the same time, I got so much value out of the connections that I made. So I'm taking so much out of this conference.
It was not on my target, but I know that I will have a lot of partners after this conference. And every conference I got many partners.
I think so. I've made some contacts because I met some owners of dating agency as a CEO of international dating website. They are interested to start cooperation with me. Of course, I don't know where it will go, but I'm sure that this is a great start.
Yes, I will. I will definitely do business.
A lot of agencies we meet, and we will start cooperate with them. Because it's very easy to understand, when you talk to a director of the agency, it's very easy to understand what kind of girls they have. So, we have a lot of agencies with whom we will cooperate, as I said before, from the both sides, we exchange male and female clients.
This event have several deals that I'm working on. At past events, particularly the Miami iDate, the big event in January, I actually ended up, I've been in international dating for 10 years, and at the Miami event I started consulting. So that was huge because you meet all sorts of people.
On my personal case, really I found in iDate the solution for one of our bigger problems in our alliance, that was to divulge a good work of SEO. And we found this with Vanguard and with Matej, so that was worth it just to be here to find one company that solved our big problem in terms of our promotion and management of reputation online.
I'm really excited to have met a lot of JV partners here that we're already in talks of doing deals and joint venture alliances together. A ton of potential. We'll see what happens in the future, but I'm really optimistic.
Close cooperation with matchmakers from Germany and from the USA, from Mexico. We met some people here, so we are going to cooperate with them.
Yes, of course, we had deals done. We have one project. We have agencies that are willing to work with us, and I believe that we're going to have more and more contacts on each and every iDate conference.
More networking, not business deals exactly, but networking is great because we have no opportunity to see each other. People from Kharkov, from Odessa, from Kiev, Mariupol, and of course it's great networking and communication.
We ended up meeting some folks who really want to partner who could be a good fit for us, both in affiliate marketing and in some technology areas. So we'll see how that goes, but any one of these could work out and made the trip worthwhile.
Yeah, we found new partners with whom I think we will cooperate.
Yeah, I got a lot of business here and it was really helpful for me, and I met so many people which will help me in business in future.
For me, iDate is a wonderful chance to meet my partners. I have been cooperating with for many years already, finally to meet in person. So I think it's very important in developing business contacts and also new people.
What I got from this conference is the potential that we have on the online dating industry and dating industry in general. It's such a small industry in this moment, and I'm sure it's going to blow up. After seeing these numbers, it's just we're on the right track, and this is going to double, triple, quadruple pretty soon.
But it wasn't about me speaking or them, but it was about everybody in the room was so actively engaged and fired up and participative. I mean, all the way to the back of the room, the eyes were glued, there was positive energy and supportiveness, and it was neat to see. When you're sitting in the room, you're kind of in your own booth, you don't kind of get the same vibe of it, but sitting up in the front of the room, and especially having my young couple come up there and share their story, and feeling the energy and the support, you know, it's much more positive. I guess part of us might think that you're going to come into a hostile environment because they're competitors, and it was quite the opposite. I was delighted to see the support in the room, in the eyes, and the care, and it was really kind of touching.
The number of attendees that Alliance had, the quality of the attendees that came, and the information that we got from this iDate conference to data that we cannot have here, but these major operators, foreign operators that were here in Ukraine with our iDate conference, brought us some good lights about future and perspective of our business.
For me, about wow ideas, it was a lot, especially about communication of men and women. Like for me, it was also very interesting, like speech of Yulia Lanske, because she said that we need to help to both of them to become a couple, because of course we can help them to meet, but we need to teach them how to become a couple, how to build a family, and how to keep these relations for a long time.
You know, actually, it's hard to say, because every speaker shared with us some really important information, and then I will have to describe each speaker and every piece of important information which I heard from them. But really, now I'm giving this interview after Olga Reznikova and her speech, YouTube promotion. And really, this was really a piece of really important information, not only for online dating and personal matchmaking, but also for other businesses. So it was really great, and it was really important.
I guess the people I met here, it was really nice to see them. I haven't seen many of them for several years. So that was like, wow, you're here. I'm glad to see you.
What made me go wow, it's probably the total of organization of all this event, because I met a lot of people from another websites. I met a lot of new companies that came here, and this actually the all conferences, wow.
I think Charlie Morton was a great guy. I'm sure that he needs to also make some trainings and some motivation speeches. He's just amazing.
What makes me wow? Love Planet. Amazing presentation, great charts, data, trends, and the most important, how many people now tied with the apps. That's mobile apps, it's a future, it's already, we experience it now. Then second wow, it's statistical data from Julia Misados. And third wow is just understanding how we as Slavic women, we are missing the spot, we are losing our opportunity. Because again, Julia's data showed us that a lot of Philippines goes with marriage and adopts with marriage with foreigners, European and American. The third wow, I was happy to see Ukrainian Matchmaking Alliance, that guys are together making in the industry. And the all best, great bridal agencies, they united together to represent this unit.
My biggest wow at 2018 iDate was meeting, agency owners that have a real heart to make happy couples. really, I realize that I'm not alone in the good guy business here of actual honest marriage agency matchmaking. And that is a refreshing breath of fresh air to know you're not alone. Listen, if you have a little boutique agency, and just know you're not alone.
I really went wow at the presentation by the Ukrainian blogger today. She had a lot of good information. And also I was very impressed with the Ukrainian woman who lives in Germany who does dating social events, dating parties for German men and Ukrainian women. She was hilarious and had a lot of great ideas about how to do parties and socials.
I really like the PhD doctor data who gives here, and it was really shocking, it was very interesting, and also like few speakers who was really great about marketing and about self-development.
I cannot say about one special person. I saw many interesting people here, and I plan to develop many business contacts after this iDate. So it's general wow effect about this event in general.
Of course, it's worth it. Actually, if you're a successful matchmaker, and even if you just start a business, it's not too much money for such a huge amount of connections. So after this, you will grow your business like and even it's about people that you meet and you cooperate, and it's also about ideas that you get from this. So you can change your business, and this money you can make 10 times more after this.
Coming all the way here, it might be a hassle, like getting a hotel, getting tickets, but once you're here and you take all this insight and all this information and all these wonderful people in this industry and all these connections that we make, it's worth it 100%.
I would honestly be surprised if I don't easily 10x my investment at 2018 iDate in 1 year, and I kid you not. We'll see. I'll be on camera, I'm sure, next year, and we'll see.
It is a worth investment, so that I try to help with my soul and with my heart. Mark is in a place where I can to support somehow this iDate, to spread the word, to invite more people. Of course, because I believe with my heart and soul that it's absolutely great conference.
Yes, for Forum FI, definitely it was a worth investment.
I do not think that this conference is expensive for dating agencies and for owners of matchmaking businesses, because we have such great connections here and we have networking here, and of course we have new ideas and new advices and decisions of our problems. That is why this amount of money that we spend for conference is absolutely little for what we have got.
Definitely, I think I will attend iDate again and again, and I will do my best to invite more people to join this great community.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it, and after iDate, you definitely will start many useful cooperations, and it's possibility to develop many useful business contacts. It's definitely worth it.
In terms of the results that we bring here, I can say that it was spectacular, because we have results above what we expected, and we could, on this case of our alliance, we doubled the members of our alliance, just counting with the support that iDate gave to us. So it was really more than worthy. Whatever would be the price would be worthy for us.
Yeah, for sure. I believe that any kind of events which can provide you some kind of new meets, networking, where you will find the persons from which one you can get new experience or you can cooperate, for sure you need to come. And if you have a chance, you also need to exhibit and somehow help these guys and the organizers.
Yeah, it was worth to spend this money to come to this event and be connected to these people and get huge information which can help your business in future.
Actually, I have millions ideas after, especially from the speech from Dream Connections. I have like a list of ideas that I need to make. Also about YouTube, about Facebook. It was so interesting. But the main thing in this conference, actually it's my first time here. The main thing is people. You meet so many people, and it's for now we will start cooperating with I think 20 new agencies, because we also interested in agencies who have a lot of girls and who have honest and good girls. So we cooperate with them, and also in agencies who have male clients. So it's just amazing.
Briefly, I got the idea how to influence on the market on the governmental level, and how to come up with initiative that goes pretty far, high, and vast and will influence in a positive way on the industry. That's the first. And the second, I saw a huge opportunity that we're still not taking. We're not taking it into account as a Slavic, and foreigners don't take an account. Those who wants to touch this market and be successful on the market, to help their clients to bring them and match with Slavic women.
I got so many ideas for YouTube and how I can help my followers to be better and how I can expand my business.
We get a lot of ideas from the dating industry in general, and we're going to be doing some tweaks to our apps. We get a lot of insights from from experts in the field. So we're going back to we're going to make a lot of changes.
Yes, definitely. I got lots of useful information, and I have many things to think about.
I can say that I have ideas that we have to work on AFA with that, but I heard a lot of great speeches, and the people were on the level, the incredible, and I believe a lot of companies, agencies that have been here, they have a lot of information that they have to put in their companies.
Yes, I had a new idea. Frankly speaking, it is not the new one, but this conference inspired me to make educational platform for men and for women, because women and men should be educated before they come into dating sites, and they should understand what they are looking for and their expectations. That is why I understand how important it is to educate women and men who are lonely, who have not very good communicational skills and so on. And Ksenia Drobin was great with her presentation, and Mark Davis was great with his presentation, because they are making exactly education of people before meetings. That is why I have the idea to implement these new services of education to my business also.
We ran into some really interesting concepts, a couple of new ideas that we're definitely going to be taking back and looking how we can implement. And of course, what we're always doing is trying to deliver better experiences and new ways to make customers glad they came to us. So it was cool. I'm glad we came.
I've got several ideas, and I will develop my ideas, and I hope for the partnership as well.
Oh my God. I can't even sleep at night at the conference here. I've got so many ideas, I kid you not, and so many JV partners lined up, and I'm not the only one that guys have told me they can't sleep.
Of course, we have new ideas from this conference, and I hope in the future we will try to involve them in our work.
For sure that we need to create some kind of products which will make this market better. And we got a few kind of ideas which we think right now it's impossible to implement technically. So we'll see, maybe we'll find a solution.
Oh yeah, there was some great information, particularly about social media, a couple of presentations on social media that were very impressive.
This is my first iDate, and it's the best thing I ever did in the dating industry.
We've started the first iDate conference about 4 years ago. We were actually nominated for Matchmaker of the Year and Dating Coach of the Year. My wife and I were there. This is the first time we've been to the new format here, just for the premier international dating conferences, because that's my niche. And it was kind of cool to be places where we all are doing the same thing.
This is my second iDate here in Odessa. I was in Miami. It was great. I got so much value from it.
It is my third time on iDate. First one was in Moscow, second one on Cyprus, and now I'm here in Odessa, absolutely happy.
This is my first time on iDate.
I hope that was my 8th iDate, maybe 7th iDate. So I visited quite a number of iDates, and I visited all of them in Europe, in the United States, and in close to Slavic borderline.
Yes, this is my first time at iDate.
This is my first iDate.
So this is my first time in iDate.
This is my third iDate.
This iDate was for me the second one. We were in Cyprus 2 years ago, and now here in Odessa is our second time.
It's my second time at iDate. I visited iDate at Minsk, and right now I'm here in Odessa.
Well, actually, I visited all 3 iDates, that premium international dates that are organized by Mark Lesnik, by iDate company. I visited 3 of them, and I see that they are growing. They are growing year by year, double size of participants, of topics that we're discussing, of the depthness. And it's really bravo, because you can find many people who addresses a lot of needs, and you see that there's huge opportunities.
This iDate's great because there's a whole lot of people from Ukraine, Eastern Europe. It gives you a little more texture on the business from top to bottom in Eastern Europe.
Here in this conference in Odessa, we got a lot of insight of what's happening here in the dating industry in Ukraine with Slavic girls. And back in Miami, we understood a lot about apps. We had understood a lot about the online dating industry. So it was like there were 2 different things.
To my mind, it is the most successful iDate conference exactly for dating agencies and matchmakers in Ukraine. Because in Cyprus we had no possibility of such many quality agencies, and fortunately they came in this year to this iDate, and now we can communicate, make great networking, we can find new projects with each other, and it's absolutely great conference. I like it very much.
They are a little bit different. Last year in Minsk there were present some representatives from Russia and Belarus, and it was very interesting to know for me, especially about the Belarusian dating market. And here right now we can see mostly Ukrainian dating agencies and representatives of dating sites.
If you're not at iDate, you're not in dating business.
If you're not at iDate, you're not in the dating business.
If you are not at iDate, you are not in dating business. This is definitely.
iDate's definitely a place to be to get all of the things I described in above. So check it out.
If you're not at iDate, you're not in the dating business.
If you are not at iDate, you are not in the dating business.
If you're not at iDate, you're not in dating business.
If you're not at iDate, you are definitely not in the dating business.
If you're not in iDate, you're not in dating business.
If you're not at iDate, you are not in the dating industry.
If you are not at iDate, you are not in dating business at all.
If you are not at iDate, you are not in the dating business.
If you will miss iDate, you will miss dating business.
If you're not at iDate, you are not in dating business.
If you're not at iDate, you're definitely not in the dating business.